So you can see across the Uruguayan border, they've got one division.
Just you wait till we set our horses on them.
Doing a steeplechase with the Uruguayan troops as the jumps.
Yeah. So could we, theoretically... I'm sure they're going to have other divisions, aren't they?
Probably not.
One.
Let's see, where can you find it? So if you click on one of their provinces, and then click on the little flag that comes in the pop-out.
Yeah.
And where it says diplomacy, just above the American flag, to the right that says details, which you can click.
Yeah. Got you.
This is your intelligence information on them. So you're estimating, based on how good your intelligence is, that they've got 2 divisions, 1 military factory, 1 naval ship, 1 dockyard, no planes, 6 civilian factories, and 7 convoys.
Amazing. Oh, right. Here's a question. Okay, so I know we've got fighters, so I'm going to leave the Brazilian Air Force at home. Let's not let them crash into any of our blokes on the ground. The ships that we have.
Right.
I got a pop
Pausing.
up.
Yeah.
Right.
So some of these are specific to us, and some are world news. So your political effort focus is done.
Okay, fantastic.
So there's a couple of things we can do with that.
The pop-up is the remilitarization of the Rhineland.
Yeah. So if you went over and had a look at Germany, on their border with France now, it usually has like a hashed out area that says they can't have any troops in there. They can now put men in there.
Oh, okay.
And pretty much for the whole of the Germany wants to do this, Germany wants to do that, Britain and France get pop-ups going, do you want to allow them? Do you want to appease them? Or do you want war? And because I've turned historical focus on, they'll just sit there going, yeah, that's okay. That's okay. until it comes to Poland.
Okay.
Right, so
Poland.
at the top you've got 2 pop-ups. The first, you do the one with the question mark in first, because that's the focus and you know what you're doing with that one.
Oof. Right, so we're going collective ethos.
Yep.
We're going to start that. And then the modify government.
So this is, you could now pick any one of these. I would recommend going for the top right one, which is the political advisor.
It's just opened up the political tab. Do I need to click on?
No, that's right.
What do I need?
So you got all of the like the laws and government, the research and production, the military staff. This is where you spend those points.
Got ya. Okay, so political advisor, we want the fascist guy, don't we?
Yep, you want
fascist demigod.
Parasiso Padilla.
Fascism is on the rise.
If you now hover over the neutral tab, it hasn't updated yet, so there's still no daily change.
Okay. What do I need? So it's giving me a pop-up. And I've got 2 choices. The higher-ups may harbour unspoken sympathies, which increases the chance of internal support for a fascist coup.
So you're trying to start a revolution, and you have a choice of either the current high-up political people doing it, or you make it a populist revolution where the younger generation sort of just change government. One will split the country in half, and you'll have a civil war, and you'll fight each other. That's the one you want to avoid, because you don't have the population or the resources for that. So I've generally found the populist one gets you the peaceful resolution. I have managed a peaceful resolution with the other one, so I don't know if it's 100% guaranteed.
Yeah. So it increases the chance of popular support for a fascist coup.
Yeah.
The younger generation will take up the torch then. Let's do it.
Right, so you cleared all your pop-ups?
Yep.
Right, well, unpause. Yeah, so that pop-up there I didn't get to see because only the first person that clicks the country in a shared country game gets to see it, unfortunately.
Okay. Can we... Ooh, right. I've clicked on the ships. I want to move some ships down to our port, our naval base at the bottom.
Okay, so if you selected the fleet...
How do I select? Oh, okay. I just don't want my submarine. I'm going to leave the submarine at home.
If you don't want the submarine, either click the X to deselect it, or click the select word on the one you do want.
Got you, yeah.
And then you pretty much either right click out at sea, but that's not really what you want. You could... Where is it?
Hang on, if I just right click on the naval base, it will move down there. It says right click to move to that naval base.
Yeah, I'm sure somewhere there's an icon that makes them rebase there.
Oh, control plus right click.
There you go. Because when you invade, what you can do is if you just sit them off the coast, they will naval bombard any land territory that touches the coast.
Sweet.
And you'll get a nice advantage. in the combat. It's like a bonus modifier.
Cool.
Yep.
Oh, world news. The Spanish Civil War.
What will it mean for Spain? So if you go have a look at Spain now.
Come on, fascism. Nationalist Spain declared war on Spain. That is not Spain. That is... Oh, okay, Christ, yeah, it's split up.
Probably, as not a lot of interest is going to be happening in Brazil to look at, you may just want to stay looking at Spain just to see how the war goes. So the darker colour in the northwest are the fascists, and the Republicans are the other one.
Yeah.
Right, you ready?
Yep, go for it.
Usually what happens is that northern bit of the Republicans gets choked off, and then they
I was going to say.
Just swarm Madrid.
Why are my boats not moving? Got to check up on my boats. Do they need a commander to be able to move?
They shouldn't do, but you can give them one. There you go.
Oh, no, here we go.
Now.
Yeah. So we have control, and we have right-clicked, and they should...
Cool.
Yeah, lovely. Right, let's go back up to Spain and see what's going off.
Someone in comments is getting happy because we paused on his birthday, apparently.
Yay!
Which means his birthday's
I forget you're streaming.
His birthday's when the Spanish Civil War started, which... So yeah, if you look at Spain, you can start seeing little symbols pop up for where fights are happening.
Yeah, I have no intel on this combat.
No. So if that was your combat, it would either be red if you were losing or green if you were winning.
Oh yeah, okay.
Which is nice for colourblind people, I'm going to point it out again.
Oh, we've got a research slot available.
Yep, so that's your research done on engineering.
Okay.
So you can either do the next one, or the other thing that might be better is if you go to the very first tab, which is infantry.
Oh yeah, give them some better guns.
If you get weapons 1.
Yes.
Because, so the small squares with like the shovel and the binoculars and stuff, they're upgrades on the existing technology level. You don't need to change your production for them.
Got ya.
Weapons 1, weapons 2, weapons 3, you will need to actually change your production lines to the new one.
Okay.
So you end up with this massive sort of period of time where you're trying to replace all the old guns. Your factories aren't producing as quickly as they could, and you've got like this nasty transition period.
Well, I have battle plans with no units assigned. Oh, is that the
That's because they're that bottom one that I've made yet. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Okay.
So if you look in recruit and deploy, your reinforcements used to be, the bar used to be at about 50% up.
Yeah.
You can see it's doing a bit better.
Yep, cool.
But none of the new stuff started because the higher priority is the reinforcements.
Yeah.
I'll just stick a load more on there just so it does it.
Oh wow. Cool. What's going on in Spain?
So the Republicans at the top have been butchered.
Yep.
Usually the nationalists win. Very occasionally I've seen the Republicans manage it.
Love it.
Fighting all over now. There you go.
Yeah, I was going to say, that has exploded. Literally.
It's set to historical focus, so they will research the technologies in a set order, and they try to kind of trigger things in an order that's what you'd expect, but especially when the player starts messing around with stuff, it can throw it one way or the other and odd things can happen.
Gotcha.
Like in my Japan campaign, I went mental on China far too early, bumped the world tension right up, and Germany just didn't get a chance to build up and got slammed.
Unlucky, Germany. Unlucky.
And like, if we start invading Uruguay and stuff, Brazil didn't traditionally do that. So we're going to start pushing the world tension up from that.
Well, it's at 3% already.
Yep, so it's at 3% because Germany, what did they do? Probably the remilitarization.
Yeah, 2.6% from them. Oh, right, it looks like it's just Bilbao left on that north coast. I just rewatched Band of Brothers, and the music in this is, even though I've got it turned right down.
It reminds me of it so much.
Yeah, so much. And that show is incredible. So good. Oh, nationalist focus complete. Right, let's go to that. Select a national focus. So now we can go for nationalism focus.
Yes.
And we can spend.
So that one's good because it gives you the fascism support. The one below it is good when you run out of population to recruit because it just gives you another 5%.
Which one's that?
Sorry, so
the militarism one. Yeah.
So we don't need it for now because we got 480,000 we can recruit from. But if we get low and we don't have the political power to change the recruitment laws, that's another way you can get a nice chunk of people.
Got you. So what do you reckon? Oh, industrial effects.
Yeah, we want to go down the industrial effort. You probably want to go down the construction one, at least initially for the first two. Infrastructure, okay, cool. I would probably leave till later and just do the military ones first. Do construction 1 and 2, armament effort 1, 2, and 3, then jump back to infrastructure down to those research slots probably.
Okay. Oh yeah, crikey.
Most of like the army effort tree is bonuses to research speed, so you research stuff quicker.
Yeah.
But having 2 whole extra research slots is probably quite a bit of a faster bonus just in general.
Yeah. Got you. Okay. How do we close that off? Yeah. Okay. So we've done basic machine tools, so let's go into research.
So the important decision here is you either do concentrated industry or dispersed. You would do dispersed if you're going to get bombed a lot.
Okay.
We're not going to get bombed a lot, so we want concentrated.
Let's do it.
Construction's also helpful. That left column is what improves that production efficiency cap. But you can see we're not at 1937 yet. So
yeah, so you get a minus.
Yeah.
Fine penalty.
And the very far right one is a way for us to get oil and rubber without having oil and rubber reserves. You basically build factories that produce oil and rubber. But they're quite time intensive. You have to put a lot of civilian build factory time into making them.
Okay.
And they take up space in your land, and there's pros and cons to having them.
What we're going to do instead is just conquer whoever has loads of oil. Venezuela.
And because we're not really making tanks, oil's not a massive thing for us anyway.
Yeah, cool. Not diplomacy, trade, isn't it? Who else has got oil around here? Oh, Argentina does.
They got some?
Argentina have got quite a lot of tungsten as well.
Yes. That's slightly more useful.
Yeah. Okay,
Chile's the main source of steel in the area, I think.
Which is, sorry?
Chile, which is the skinny one right on the bottom left.
Oh, yeah, 24, yeah.
So interesting thing to note about those sort of regions is lots of mountains. So if you had mountain specialist troops, you would do a lot better there than your regular infantry would.
Oh, okay.
They're so weak, you probably don't need to worry about it in this case. But, if you were up against an established nation or they had something like the US supporting them,
yeah,
you may need to have those specialist troops to really be effective.
Yeah. Okay. Venezuela have got so much oil. Oh damn. Are those the only 6 things you can trade? Oil, aluminium, rubber, tungsten, steel, and chromium.
Yep, that's it for resources.
Good. I don't like overcomplicating things.
Someone's asking about the type of tanks we get. So the Americans get specific tanks, and the Germans will have like Tigers and Panthers and whatever else. The smaller nations just get generic tank 1, generic tank 2.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a bit sad, but you can see
that.
That in
can
the
we rename
screen.
our tank types?
When you make a variant, you can name it, I think.
Oh, that'll be majestic.
But like, if you look in the research trees without clicking on a different one, under
modify government
armor, you can just see them. Cool. So if we just pause a second, let me think what's going to be best. Probably backroom backstabber, because then that gets you more political power. But it's got ideology drift defense. I'm never sure whether that affects you trying to do a coup or not, or whether that's like outside influence. What else could we do instead?
Compassionate gentleman.
Ah, that's a reasonable one. Middle one, far right hand side, you've got a thing called theorist.
Hold up. Where are you looking?
So research and production. You got like the two cogs far right.
Oh, there. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
The military theorist. Yeah. The good thing about him is it gives you army experience daily, which will let you redesign your divisions so they can have artillery or more infantry, less infantry, that kind of stuff.
Got you.
So he's
do we want to go for that then?
Yeah, he's quite a good one to get early because it lets it start stockpiling that experience.
Cool. So we're still diplomatic at the moment.
Still neutral, yeah.
Neutral.
Yeah. So you can see we're 11% fascist on that pie chart.
Got ya. Okay. So it will be Plinio Salgado will be the person that will take over, yeah?
Yep. And he'll probably have some absolutely horrible picture.
Oh, I can't wait.
Oh, there's some really, really good country portraits. I need to try and find them. There's one where he's got like some crazy eye patch. There he is, Romania.
So how do I?
So click on Romania and then click on their flag.
Oh, and I clicked on Switzerland because I'm a salad. Oh god. Oh god. Right. No. Oh, okay. There it is. Oh, damn. He looks hot.
And just to the southwest of them, you got Albania. His is pretty good as well.
Oh, he looks like looks fancy.
Some reason it reminds me of Prince. I don't know why.
I'd love to play. You can play as Oman.
Amazing. Oh, you can play as everybody. I wouldn't recommend playing as them, but
Nepal.
Obviously. I've seen a really good like write-up where someone played as Switzerland. They just went hyper defensive, put like level 10 forts on every part of their border, and just sat there and defended. And sort of Germany and stuff built up, conquered everywhere around them, just couldn't break through. And then Switzerland researched nuclear weapons and went and just bombed the crap out of places whenever they could find a gap in the air cover to do so.
That's so good.
So what will be happening in Spain at the moment is Germany will have sent volunteers to help the fascists, and Russia would have sent volunteers to help the Republicans. So if you're ever playing as Germany or whatever, have I think you can send 3 vaguely divisions of just panzers, just ready, and you send them and you just drive around going beep beep, just flattening all the infantry with them.
Quality. Right. Oh, our reinforcements are fully done. We are getting our first couple of divisions are training.
Cool. So if you click back the reinforcement priority.
Yep.
Nice. You can see if you hover over that top one, they've got all of the manpower they need because they've just taken it out of the pool of manpower, and they're starting to stock up on the other stuff. So they've nearly got all of the support equipment. So you'll start seeing the support equipment in our Unit 2 go up massively.
Yep. Oh, sweet.
So it gives you an idea of where your bottlenecks are, and at the moment the bottleneck is the guns.
Bloody guns. So could we build more?
So you need more military factories. The quickest way you'd get them at the moment is that research, the industrial effort, and then going down there. So you may want to do that.
You know, on constructions.
Yep.
So what's being built at the moment?
So at the moment it is building that top civilian factory, which originally you'd set 2 to build in that province. So it's finished one of them.
Goers. Oh, okay, cool. Oh yeah, under construction. Okay, cool.
What I will do is bump up the priority to about there, the stuff for the Amazon.
Okay.
Flip them around that way.
So don't we have another? Oh no, we don't have another military factory. We could convert. You can convert civilian factories to.
Converting is generally a bad way of doing it.
Okay.
The big problem we've got at the moment is, let me find which tab I'm even thinking of. The main Brazil flag.
Yep.
You go to the civilian economy, the picture of the toaster, and just hover over it.
Oh yes.
That's what's making it take so long to build stuff.
Oh, minus 30.
So whenever you can, you usually want to get to war economy.
So the next time we get something done that gives us some, what's it called, political power, we could move to early mobilization. Oh no, we have to be fascist.
The easiest way to do it is go fascist, and you can normally just jump straight to war economy, or at least sort of partial mobilization, I think.
Okay. Oh yeah, so war economy, world tension's got to be at 15%.
Yeah, I think the way I normally do it is go full fascist, declare war on Uruguay, and that fulfills the "you're at war" part of the requirements, and then you just jump to war economy and it stays there.
Got you. Okay. And then we get buffs of construction speeds. Right, brilliant.
Yeah. Which is what. So if you imagine you're the Democrats and you can't even get remotely near that until the world tension's 50%, you can see why they get hamstrung.
Yep.
You know, they can have all the construction power in the world in America, but when no one wants to bother to build it.
How's Spain doing? Oh,
pretty stalemated.
Yeah, Bilbao is still holding on. I'm amazed by that. And
because it's
as well.
A coastal province with a port. Probably what's happening is the supplies to keep them alive are coming in via that port.
Got yeah.
If they'd have taken the port first, then they could have strangled out any of the other coastal provinces.
Got yeah.
Because it's a big thing about encircling people. If you can encircle something so they get no resources, you don't then usually immediately attack them. You wait till they starve of resources and are just basically malaria-ridden guys with no bullets, and then you just crush them. There's a nice bit in mine and Jackie's German campaign where we're fighting Russia and we managed to encircle, I think it's about 1 million men.
Nice.
And just completely demolish them.
That's what our victory in Uruguay is going to look like.
I think Uruguay dreams of having 1 million men.
Oh, Uruguay have got attrition on their unit across the border.
How is it starving its own unit?
I'm impressed though.
Oh, I see. If you zoom in, he's doing push-ups.
Oh, so he's training?
So he's training. So if you were to set your guys to train, so select your army a minute. I'll show you where the button is, even though we're not likely to do it. It's that cog with the 2 guns crossed across it.
Oh, okay.
So what it does is it gives you military experience. It boosts their training level, so they're better. They're better at fighting. But it uses up like rifles and support equipment and stuff to do it, which is why they're showing the attrition bit. They're basically using up their equipment to train.
Yeah.
And as we've got a massive equipment shortage, we probably don't want to be doing that.
No, we do not. Okay.
And we're still paused. That probably doesn't help.
Sorry. No, that's all right. Can I hit and stuff? Oh, I can. Yeah, sweet. So we're waiting for construction stuff as well.
Yep. So you got a research on rifles in 50 days. Your focus is done in 22.
Yeah. And so construction. How do I see how long it's taking for the? Oh, it's there. Going to complete on 10th of December 1936.
Yeah, so it's taking half a year to build a factory.
Ugh.
If you hover over it, so a factory there is 7,200 construction cost, whereas a bit of railway is only 3,000.
Oh, so it'll build quicker.
Yeah. And the other thing is this gets a minus 30% because of that civilian economy. So we may just want to
fascism.
If we just push the railways up now, because they won't have that negative modifier, it'll get them out of the way.
Good shout.
Oh, the fascists have kicked them out of the north of Spain. They've also connected up with the coast in the east. So that should be the end of the Republicans. They'll start strangling them in. They're nearly at Madrid.
Yep.
Normally they have to take Malaga and Barcelona to get enough victory points.
Oh, nationalism focus is done.
There you go.
Right, so now we're going to construct. Oh, industrial. Do we have to do industrial effort first? We do, don't we? Okay.
If you click on the big Brazil flag, next to his portrait, you can see under national spirit the sort of the things that are in effect.
Got you. So minus.
So minus the democracy and plus the fascism.
Fantastic. And what have we got to get it to? Over 50% or?
Sort of 45 to 55% is usually it pops up a dialogue box that gives you the option. You'll get a few before then going, hey, do you want to do this with a military thing? And you just need to click no, no, no. I think it's like, we'll wait.
Cool, okay. No military.
Ooh, the Republicans took the nationalist capital. They rushed it and then got surrounded.
Oh, games of the Olympics.
Berlin Olympics.
Oh wow, Madrid surrounded.
Yeah, that speed of movement is usually a sign of a panzer running around. Especially when it then gets cut off behind them again because the infantry can't keep up. There you go, Madrid's gone. So the capital moves to Valencia. So normally you play hunt the capital city, basically.
Right, yeah.
Don't sort the research just yet. If you go to the production tab.
Oh. Production. Yep.
So we've just researched Rifles 1 or Infantry Equipment 1. So if you click on the basic infantry equipment, but just click on the main big button, you can now see in the options to Weapons 1.
Yep.
So if you do that, and now you'll see that bar is now half red because you've just lost
my efficiency.
It's a new gun. They need to learn how to make it.
Yeah. But that will mean the units that are trained will have better equipment.
Well, if you now go to recruit and deploy, you can see the upgrades bar has just zeroed itself out and says you need 5,970 new guns.
Ugh.
So probably what you want to do is go, nope, and... Although what would happen is, I think it sends the new guns out to the units in the field and they send back the old ones, which then go into the warehouse, and it will train new units with the older guns.
Got it, yeah. So you do...
Yeah. What you can do, if you go to the edit tab of the infantry...
Yep.
And at the top it says division equipment.
Yep.
You can actually disable it. So if you were building some like SS highly elite troopers that you wanted to have only the best equipment, you could stop them being given crap, basically.
Got you. So you'd set them up as a new type of division.
Yeah, you'd set a new type of division and you would untick the things you didn't want them to have.
Got you.
And next to their name, you've got that little thing there that can mark them as elite or reserves.
Yeah.
Right, research slot.
Okay, yeah, what are we going to do with this?
You could get some mountain troops, or you could go do the other industry.
Whoa. Where is mountain troops?
Special
forces?
First tab, special forces. Yep, 1936, you could get mountain troops.
We're so getting mountain troops ready for when we attack through like Argentina and Chile and stuff.
At some point you'll want Marines for when we have to go north and try to get past the Panama Canal, but that's a while away.
Yep, cool. I also want to do a marine assault on Venezuela because
you probably won't have it in time.
Amazon. Oh.
Also, it's usually pretty risky to do the marine assaults because you make a beachhead and then you've got to have enough force to land stuff behind them to push out of it, like D-Day in Europe.
Yeah.
It tends to be you land tanks in and then use them to force your way out, and that's not something you're going to have.
Yeah, cool.
You'll be...
No tankies.
Because you'll have probably more men than any of the other armies in this area, you'll be better by having big, long fronts that they then can't cover, that you can just push into the gaps of.
Yeah, and then surround and crush.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, we need some more military factories. But we can't build military factories because we're not bloody fascists.
You can build military factories. It's just... It's slow.
Slow.